Welcome to Tinker's Lab. And I've got an older, out-of-date bank card. And I'm wondering, what is behind the shiny bit? Well, I know it is the chip. It's the EMV chip, which stands for Europay, MasterCard, and Visa, who are the people who actually developed it. Now, there's got to be something a bit more going on behind that shiny bit than just the shiny bit itself. Now, what makes it so secure as well regarding your securities? Because every time you make a transaction, it gives a single-use code. It don't actually ever send your card details to the actual merchant. No. So that's why it's secure, because it's constantly changing. It's clever stuff, really. Considering it's just in that little tiny bit in there, behind there somewhere, and it keeps you, you keep your bank a little bit safer than these old metallic strips that we used to have, which is fixed information. We don't use that anymore, really, do we? How often have you used that other than you put it in the machine? I bet then they even scan these things instead. When you go and get your fuel, mate, on a 24-hour. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. Maybe it does use the metallic strip. I'm curious to know what is behind the shiny bit. So I've got my little microscope there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look. Yeah, we're going to get a bit violent with this old card. Don't worry, it's an old one, all right? It's no longer used. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. I'm going to snip away the bits we don't need. Now, I know there's nothing in there. So get rid of that. And we can get rid of... Oh, crikey. Get rid of that bit there. It just leaves the area where the chip is. Alright. And hopefully I haven't just cut through it. No, I haven't. So we don't need any of that. So we just got that bit. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and find out what is in there. So we're going to do a bit of scratching, a bit of grinding. Yes, we're going to get a bit violent with it. That's what I like. Oh, that we are. So, there is the overhead camera in the form of my little microscope camera. As you can see, very nice and close. Now, I'm wondering whether or not we should attack that from behind. Okay, no saucy comments, thank you. All right, but I don't really want to be grinding that up right close to my microscope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you onto the other camera in a second. There we go, that one, and we'll grind that. Let's pull that out of the way for a minute so the camera can actually focus. That is on autofocus, isn't it? Autofocus. Yep, that's on autofocus. I might be better off autofocus actually, just focus it down there. It's about there. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to grind probably the back of it, I think. Yeah, we'll grind the back of that. Yeah, it's got very gently, and I'll tell you what. No, I saw that. We're going to use a microscope because that's going to look terrible. That is. Oh my God, where's that? Let's bring it back over here. That's maybe. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go a bit higher. So I don't get bits of my lens, you see, of the microscope. That's why I'm a bit worried about that. I don't really want to get it all mucked up. That is as far away as I can go with this particular camera. Alright, so this area here, if you excuse my nails, but I've been doing some really dirty work today, and my hands always get bashed. Now I've got this. Oh, yes, we're going to make some nasty mess, that we are. So I've got it set on low, alright, and it's just like a Dremel multi type thing. We're going to do the worst with that. Oh, something's showing. Oh, it's looking easier than I thought it was going to be. Wow, I can see signs of a chip there. Yeah, signs of the EMV chip. Let's just make this a little bit faster because it keeps stopping. Got to be really careful. See it? There it is. I just... I think I got it. Oh, can you see all those little wires in there? Oh, more wires. Like it's antenna. I didn't realise it expanded that far up the card. But that is literally like an antenna. A bit of wire there, look. Pick up through. Bit more there. Oh, ugh. My hand's all weird now. Can you see that? There is a little tiny chip. Shall I bring it in a little bit closer? I think we should. Yeah. Let's just put you there. Crikey, stay in my hands. Now, I didn't realise there'd be all this extra, these like little copper wires here. This is clearly the antenna. It reminds me of when we used to do CB and what have you. You'd have your antenna all over, you know, like long wires and stuff for your CB aerial or a pole, one or the other. That one obviously has got damaged there. I managed to knock that one out of the way there. Look. I imagine that bit there I've knocked or hit, what do I call it, was very similar on the opposite side. Just a second, my demis is at the door. Yes, darling? I'm recording. Oh, she brought me coffee. Oh, I can't complain at that. Thank you, darling. Oh, we're looking at see what's inside a credit card. That's the chip inside the credit card. I don't think so.
I'll see you in a bit.
All right, Dan, thank you. The love of my life, my dear wife. She's a good woman. She really is. She looks after me, you know. She really does. But we look after each other, to be fair. So, as you can see, that is the chip. And I said I was going to bring you a bit closer. Should we do that? Let's do that. I'm going to just bring you a bit closer. Now we've exposed it. Yeah. Let's make a short video, wouldn't it? As well, I could do a short version of it. Let's focus it in. It's going to be a bit wobbly for a few seconds because I'm going to have to move it by hand. There we go. Right, now. I've got to be really, because it's all so magnified, and I've got to be so careful. Oh, look at that. Isn't that interesting? It's like it's all encased in like a little piece of resin or something. That's the actual chip, the piece in the middle, for which I've, as you can see, I've scratched quite a bit. And then you can see all the antenna, which is obviously what's used to transmit the number, because it's a dynamic number. It changes. But where does it get its power? Now, I imagine this is like wireless technology in the sense it gets its power when it's connected. I'm not sure, but it has to get power from somewhere, doesn't it? Remember, it's wireless. There's no actual contact. And it's dynamic. So that is either its antenna or how it's collecting power. Power of the chip. I might be wrong. Maybe I need to do a bit of research. Either way, it's still pretty fascinating. You get all that little, all that technology into that little tiny bit in the middle. It's absolutely minuscule. I might have a look a bit closer, see if we can get past that plasticky bit, shall we? So I'm gonna bring you back out again. Could do putting this on a rack, like a rack and pinion. This little camera. Right, now you see that at the moment it looks a bit blurry in the middle. There. Yes, excuse my nails. I bashed my hands painting all over the place. I'm a woodworker, you see. That's what woodworkers do. They bash their hands. Right, so I've got a little bit of wet and dry here. So I'll try a little bit of wet and dry. I've got a bit of Windoline. The watery stuff. Put a little bit of that on there. Let's see if we can polish it off a little bit. Get rid of a lot of the coarse scratches. I'm catching all the wires. Feel it. This is 1200 wet and dry. So although it won't polish it, it will create a bit of opaque, but you could actually use some tea cut then afterwards if you wanted to polish the up probably. But it should be definitely better than it was. Tissue, just so I can dry it a little bit, so it's not quite so crazy looking. Oh, now you can see it now, can't you? See the contacts there now. See that? So if I use a bit of tea cut on there, which I haven't got in here, so I can't do that at the moment. I've got some, but not in this room. I need to do get some cut. Oh, I have got some cut and I've got some polishing compound somewhere. Is that polishing? No, that's not. That is, I think. It is. So I've got a little bit of polished compound here. Give it a go. So we can have a little bit closer. I'm going to do these as live streams later as well, if you're interested. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because then you'll get notifications, you see. La 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 la. Now, I do have a fair bit of knowledge, but not, not on everything. I'm not an expert on this stuff. I just find it interesting what's going on, So over here. I don't know if that's might be too coarse, that paste. Got some cutting paste there, you see. Polishing paste. It'd be a bit coarse. What you want is something like Brasso or something like that. would do the job. Or a T-cut. That's definitely better. You've got to polish away the scratches from the actual wet and dry paper, you see. We'd like to see what's written on it. That's what I would like. It looks like it's writing on there. Is that writing on there? That's underneath like a plastic shell. Like a plastic shell. That's pretty cool though, isn't it? All just so they can make sure that we are not ripped off. That our cards don't get cloned. It's very difficult to clone a chipped card like this. Apparently, so I'm told. Scrape it away now. Just going to expose a bit more of it. Oh. Oops. Maybe that's a bad idea. Just find it fun. It's fun. Fun, fun, fun. And that is connected to what is either the wire powering it or the antenna, or maybe both. Getting hard to hold on to now. Oh, the state of my fingernails. Blimey. Oh, that was a bad idea, showing the state of my fingernails. See that on there? A funny shaped fingernail. That's because I sliced it with a knife years ago. And it's never really healed properly. Yeah. La 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 la. Remove the plastic bit by bit. Eventually, it should expose the top of the chip. Because obviously, none of this stuff around here is the all that area. That's not. These are just contacts, you know. So from the other side of the card, it can then make that contact for you. Transfer the information. If, for instance, it's been slipped into a machine and not contactless. Now, if I have a look over, let's just bring this up over here, give you an idea. Those they come in all different patterns. You see, if I show you, there you go. Look, they come in all these different patterns. They're not all the same. This one is, well, I suppose it's a bit like, I don't know actually. It's sort of like, no, it's got 4. It's sort of like this one, I suppose, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 3, 1. No, it's 4 there. This one has 3 either side. Not really like any of them. So, yeah, back onto them. There we go. They're all different, depending on the card manufacturer, who's making the card. But they pretty much do they all work. They're a generic connection in the sense they all work in the same kind of machine. So let's skip past that plastic there. And if it's thinner, it should become clearer. I'm curious to know if there's writing on it. Oh, it's definitely getting clearer. Towards the end in this video, I just fast forwarded that bit. This therapy, this is like the ASMR type. Yeah, that's it, it's ASMR. That's what it is, yeah. The noises, those scratchy noises. Oh, okay. Come back here, you. Get you back in the screen. Blimey. Quite thick, that plastic, isn't it? Take quite a bit to scrape that away. I suppose it's got to keep it away from moisture. Oh, is that a barcode on there or something? Some form of barcode? Oh, can you see? We're getting to it. Oh, let's get excited. It's a shiny bit there. See that shiny bit there? Oh, okay. So that's there. It says on the other side there. So work it. Let's work it, baby. Work it. Keep going. But be careful I don't take off any writing that might be on it. If there is writing, it is. When I look at the camera and then I look at what I'm actually doing, it's quite hard. Everything's like in reverse. You're lining yourself up. So that looks like a barcode. Nope, that is just shiny. Is that on the plastic or have I just literally took it off? Yeah, because obviously that. Come to my finger. Stuck my finger. Also, it's almost look, you see, it's like it's like iridescent. How can I get that? So it's bringing a bit closer, so we can get a bit closer. Then maybe the lighting might be a bit better. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Right. Mess I've made of it. Oh dear. Well, there you go. I was going to get a scalpel. Right. Oh, a scalpel now. Oh, it's a rusty scalpel. What, use that scalpel on someone, would you? You come back, there you go. I'm going to do a different, find another scalpel. You blade in that one. That's a better one. These are Swan Morton scalpels. Be careful if you buy scalpels from places like Temo. They might look okay in the pictures, but they're not. They're terrible things. Don't fit the blades properly. One. Try and pick it off bit by bit. Bit by bit. There we go. Things we do for fun. Quite hard, you know, actually doing this, because like I said, everything's in reverse for me as I'm looking on here. I'm not too worried about over top of the contacts. I just want to expose the chip. Inside there, there's something going on, you see, isn't there? It's obviously scratched because I've been scratching it. But it is most definitely iridescent. I won't be surprised that little bit there is the chip. I was expecting it to be in the middle though. Oh, so it's just no bit crap. Bring the microscope down a little bit further. Right down, baby, right down. Up, up. Don't give up your day job, Marcus. Don't give up your day job. See all these contacts on there. Cool. It's cool. I can't move it now because I've got the camera right on top of it. Let me do a little bit more on that. Well, if you've got any ideas of things you would like us to have a look at, curious about, we can pull apart, see what I can do. Definitely see some shading places, can't you? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a go at wet and drying it again. There's a bit of water on there. So small, tiny. Oh, come back. Saying something, I better look. Just come out of its holder, that's not very helpful. Scoop these. Bear with me, bear with me. There we go. Interesting. Oh, it looks like I've accidentally scraped away some of the copper on the corners and the edges. The PCB board or the wafer, whatever it is. It's not obvious where the actual chip is. It must be on the other side. This is the back, isn't it? So it would be behind there, I imagine, in the middle. So what we'll do is we'll bring it up again. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Okay, I know the video's getting long, but you know, you don't have to watch all of it here. Not straight away. Okay, I think that's... Is that focus yet? Not yet. This camera's quite slow, this microscope, so it's like... There's a delay, so when you're trying to focus it, it makes it quite difficult. I think there's something behind there. Possible. We'll try to see for ourselves if there's anything behind there. when you get a bit closer, obviously at the moment it's a little bit, had to put it, blinding it out a little bit, you know, overexposing. Bit brutal there. I'll peel it off that cobber. Hopefully it'll expose the chip. It might not, there might not be there. Imagine it's in the middle, but there might not be. Doesn't look like it's exposing anything at all, does it? Oh, interesting. There's kind of like checker pattern going on there. Like a weave. Well, that's cool. So this is what's in everyone's little card. It's just not obvious, is it? So it's up. I can see some copper lines behind it. I think that's worth having a little bit more scraping, and then we'll call it. I think we've probably got as far as we can before I cut my fingers off. I must say this knife is probably not as sharp as it was after doing this. There's something going on behind there, isn't there? I do apologise. This camera's not the best quality for a microscope, and what I'm trying to get is a CCD for my actual microscope. It certainly has a purpose, but I'm getting a bit brutal here now. Look. A bit violent. Oh yeah, gone all the way through. Slice that off a little bit. That's gone all the way through. So I've probably just sliced it off. What's that? That must have been the chip then. That's fascinating me how they managed to make this stuff so blooming small. That is obviously, must be the wafer or something. PCB board really, more than wafer. Make something so minuscule, yet it's so cheap. Of course, it's got to be cheap to part your card. Well, I think we destroyed it enough. You got to destroy it, haven't you? Yeah. As you can see, it's a bit worse for wear. That is. So that is effectively what is inside there. Like we have showed you with the other camera at the moment. There we go. How long is this video? It's got way too long, isn't it? Yeah, 30 odd minutes long. Never mind. It's just something to watch, you know. So we had a look. We could see what was going on there, and it's amazing, isn't it? How you get that technology inside something so tiny. You know, it's like these nanobots and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you for watching my little tinkering with the bank card. Yeah, what's left of it. Not a lot. Yeah. And these EMV chips are quite amazing things. The fact that they give a new code every time you use them, and that's how they're secure. They don't give out your bank numbers and stuff, and they can't be copied or cloned very easily as such. So there you go. Please click the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. Toodaloo.